caught me making some breakfast. Do you think you can figure out what I'm making for breakfast today? That's right. Today I'm making scrambled eggs. Will you like to join me? All right, come on over here. Let's see the ingredients I'm using to make my scrambled eggs. All right, friends. These are the ingredients for my favorite scrambled egg recipe. Ingredients are the foods that I'm going to use to make the scrambled eggs. What ingredients am I using to make my scrambled eggs? Right, I have butter, fresh eggs from a local farm here in California, some salt, and milk, also from a local farm here in California. I love using food from local farms because it helps support the families here in California that help provide us with delicious eggs, yummy milk, and fresh butter. All right, now it's time to begin prepping our food to be cooked. All right, friends, we are all ready to start cooking. I have all of my ingredients here, my eggs, my salt, my milk, and my butter. And I also have the tools that I'm going to need to make my breakfast. I have a bowl to mix the eggs in. I have some measuring spoons to measure my ingredients to make sure we get the right amount of everything. I have a knife to cut my butter and a fork to help me stir my ingredients. Now, if you're making eggs at home, you can definitely help your family out with this process, but we need to be very careful with the tools we use. So if you are using a knife, you have to only use this bottom part. You don't want to touch up here, even if it's a butter knife. I would recommend leaving the cutting to the grown-ups, but you can do my favorite part of making eggs, which is cracking the egg. Cracking the egg is so fun. All you do is hit it gently against the side of a bowl, and it cracks, and you can open it up. You have to be very careful not to get the little pieces of shell in there, because the shell is not edible. We can't eat it. How many eggs am I going to eat for breakfast today? 2, right. Since I'm only making eggs for me, I don't want to make too many because I don't want to waste food. So I'm only going to make 2. All right, time for our next ingredient. Next up, I'm going to use some milk. Now, I don't want to directly pour the milk in because then I might pour too much or too little. I want to measure so I know exactly how much milk I'm putting in. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of milk. That's one of this guy. Right in there. Perfect. Not too much, not too little. My next ingredient is salt. Now, salt is a very strong flavor, so we don't want to use too much of it. I'm only going to use half of this 1/4 teaspoon. It's really not that much salt at all. I'm gonna put that in, and now it's time to mix it up. I like to mix my eggs up really, really fast, and they're going to change color. What color do you think they're going to be? Hey, it's looking kind of yellow now. Well, since we got that nice yellow color, we know these eggs are ready to be cooked. But hey, I didn't use one of my ingredients yet. That's right, I haven't used my butter yet. Well, hold on to your hats because we're not done yet. Can you think of what I'm going to use my butter for? All right, keep that thought in your head while I go get my pan. All right, friends, I got my pan and we are ready to start cooking. Now, it's okay to watch your family cook, but cooking is going to be a grown-up job because the cooktop gets very, very hot. And I'm going to show you what that looks like on my cooktop right now. I'm turning on my cooktop, and let's see what you notice. What is happening? Hey, it's getting red right here, and I can already feel it. It's very, very hot. Ooh, I'd better not touch it, but I'm ready to put the pan on. I'm going to let the pan heat up before I put the eggs in because it's time to use our last ingredient. That's right, this is when we're going to use our butter. I'm using the butter to put on the pan so the eggs don't stick when they cook. I'm not going to use too much butter. Just a little slice is fine. Oops! Well, let's slice that part off since it fell off. We do not want to eat stuff that touches the ground or the cooktop. And we're going to let that butter melt. It's going to take a little while for the butter to melt, so I'll check back in when it's all melted. Hear that? The butter is all melted and ready to go. I'm going to pour my eggs in. And here we go. Now I'm going to use my spatula to stir my eggs slowly. Now I'm going to have to be cooking these eggs for quite a while. They take a long time to cook because I cook them at a really low temperature so they don't cook too fast. All right, friends, I'm going to stay here and cook these eggs. You hang out. I'll check back in with you when my eggs are almost done. All right, friends, I've been cooking these eggs for a few minutes, and you can see they're getting a little bit more solid. They're not as watery. That means they're almost ready. So at this point, I'm going to add the last of my ingredients, which is just a little bit more salt. This time I'm going to pour the salt directly into my hand and just sprinkle it on. Delicious. And some pepper. Some people don't like pepper in their eggs, but I like pepper in my eggs. So since I'm making these eggs for me, I'll put some pepper in there. Lots of other people like to put other yummy things in their eggs, like onions, or hot sauce, or cheese. But today, I want just some simple scrambled eggs. So, these are about done. I'm gonna get my plate ready, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're all ready to eat. All right, friends, here is my completed breakfast. My beautiful eggs, and I added some toast and fresh grapes because, of course, it's important to have a fruit or vegetable with every meal. All right, I'm gonna dig into this amazing looking breakfast. Maybe there's something around your home that you can help cook. All right, friends, I'll see you later.